around here and talk crazy, you get we rent so many out of here. Wonder why young Licky never had a fear. Say it once.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Green, 90.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Black 58, rail. Black 58, Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 77 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Blair Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On third down. Bridgewater steps away to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here. Now McKinnon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They run once more with McKinnon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run it with McKinnon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here again is McKinnon. A beautiful fake. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
McKinnon. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Let's go. Move 58. Move 58. Tiger. Tiger. Forward.
Here's McKinnon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell. Able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. Tag. Forward.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And nothing but daylight ahead.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw it. Bortles into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Second down, Bridgewater. Miles Jack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down for a fourth time today, and this time the result is a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And some room to maneuver.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And now out come the Jags. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Left. There we go. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Check 4. Left. Check right. Left.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And Lambeau will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Blair Brown in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Let's go. 58. 58. 2 J. Force. Force. 2 J. 2 J. Force. Force. You ready? Wide Tiger. Tiger. Force. Force.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Blair Brown in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McCammon from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. To throw, Bridgewater. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And some room to roam now. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Fournette running right. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Play clock winding down. A handoff to Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. They give it to Ivory. Unable to get Ivory down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The tight end in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Ivory. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Ivory, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares, or some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. Now Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Bridgewater on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They find some open field here. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle, except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it was 3rd and long and a big run there. How about that? Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.